And now it's time again for the 1-800-FUNK-SAUCE.com show. We'll interview some guests and they'll tell us what they know. It's the 1-800-FUNK-SAUCE.com show with Funky Frank and the Red Hots and your host Joel Soul. It's the 1-800-FUNK-SAUCE.com show. Oh yeah. .com. Oh yeah. Hit him with that funky sauce.
Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, I think tonight might be our best show yet. I'll be talking to Billy Mays III. And then we'll have a musical performance by Infinite Third. It's our third episode. Lots of threes tonight, so I'm going to cut the monologue short so we can get right into the action. Okay, Maurice, let's get Billy Mays in here.
You got it.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What's your favorite Batman movie?
I think The Dark Knight, probably. That's probably a boring answer, but...
You saw Batman Forever, though?
Yeah, that's probably my number 2.
Okay. All right. Okay. Are we living in a simulation?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just so deeply immersive that there's no way to ever confirm that you're in it, and maybe until it's over, or maybe you never know. But I always kind of think that it'll be the type of thing that when we die, we'll just like take off some goggles and be like, wow, that was crazy. And then that was like 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's hard to confirm when you're in it, but it can be, easier to confirm when you're not, I think.
What do you mean when you're not?
In like short intervals.
Mm.
Like if you're really blasted off on some high-powered meditation. But I don't know. It's definitely all connected in a way that resembles a lot of those other systems and things.
One time I was blasted off on some high-powered meditation, and I saw these. Well, first I saw this like Cleopatra-looking goddess. I just appeared in her chamber, and then she just stared at me, and I got super embarrassed. And she was just like, "What do you want?" But she didn't say anything, so I just kind of got embarrassed and like got flung out of the room. But I don't think it was her fault. I think it was just me being insecure. And then later on, I guess I got pushed to like the inner workings of the simulation, and it was like these laborers just sort of turning gears and stuff. And I think they were just going about their business and living life, and I was just staring at them, and it was kind of awkward.
Did you try to fuck with those people at all, or those beings?
No, I don't think they could be fucked with. I think they were just more in their element than I was. I was just floating around.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was an experience.
I had an experience where this group of beings, this was probably my first time all the way to like, professionally meditating.
Yeah.
All the way, the first time it was like this group of beings, and one of them passed me this like ball of light, basically, like, so they were like tossing this ball of light around, and one of them threw it at me, and in an instant I was like, well, how am I gonna catch this thing? And then I ended up catching the thing, and I realized that like all their being body things, like I was in one also.
Wow.
and it just became a sort of like weird light ball crazy thing.
So they threw you the ball and you realized you were a ball?
Well, I was just the same as all of the other
Oh, okay.
tossers.
Wow. That's a good one. Have you ever done a lucid dream?
Yeah, a lot. My childhood, pretty much, all my entire youth, with high frequency. I taught myself how to do that when I was a very little kid, and I thought that was what everybody did all the time.
Wow.
It wasn't until I overheard people talking about lucid dreaming that, it was clear to me that was not, what everyone was doing.
Were you taught that when you were little, like by anything
No.
or by a movie or anything like that? Because
No.
I've heard someone say that before too, about they were lucid dreaming like naturally when they were a kid. But then the one person who told me that said that their mom was part of like some cult that was just like part of their thing, is they would have these meditations that taught you how to be lucid in dreams. So they must have just overheard it or took it in.
I know my dad is big into dreaming, so, he probably at least had some role in it. It was just sort of something I ran into trying to go to sleep one night. Dreaming,
Yeah.
Speaking of dads, my dad was a mailman,
Yeah.
and your dad was the greatest pitchman of all time. Do you like OxyClean as much as I fear large dogs?
How afraid of large dogs are you?
I mean, situationally, it depends. If I'm running a mail route and like on foot, and it's a large unleashed dog, like in the street, I'm like a 7.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't think I like oxygen that much.
Yeah, that's reasonable, I think.
I'm about to have a baby.
Congrats.
About 2 months, thanks. Well, I'm not having the baby, but my partner is having the baby in October. There's a chance that she could be born on 10/10/2020. So I'm crossing my fingers for that.
Did you consider Billy Mays a fourth Billy Mays?
Not really. I mean, I think when I was younger, I thought that was what I was going to do, because that's just what you do. But I think maybe this is like a Dark Knight reference, but I think it just needs to end at the trilogy.
Yeah, good trilogy. Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on in your OnlyFans?
I thought it was cool. Like, I made my $5.
Yeah. You can be real horny on the internet.
Yeah. Do you mind if I kill you with the lasers built into the stage
You can definitely kill me.
and then bring you back as Infinite Third?
Yes. Please kill me.
Cool. All right, that was Billy Mays the Third, and up next we have musical guest Infinite Third. Okay, that's our show for tonight. You can support Billy Mays and Infinite Third via the Patreon link on the screen. Let's throw this guy a few dollars so he can feed his new baby. And I will see y'all next week. Thanks.